Welcome. I'm so glad to be here with you today. And my name's Gail Donohue. I am Gloria's co-host, and we are here with Healing You with Gloria. And Gloria, we were chatting earlier, and we had an interesting topic that we were thinking about talking about today, about freeing yourself from the robot.
Yeah, I think all of our viewers can relate to when we have those robot moments. I guess one good example for me is when I'm driving my car. All of a sudden I can be, why am I going this way? Because if I was thinking about something or listening to a song or whatever it may be, if I'm distracted, I go on autopilot, which is a way of being my robot self. It's like I've learned certain things in my life and they just come in and take over automatically. But what's the difference, Gail, for you? If you're not in your robot mode, then where are you?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah. I'm not in my robot mode. I'm more with me
Mm,
and more with me and interacting with the rest of the world and life. Like if I think about even, like going out for a walk, and if I'm in a robot mode of, okay, I just got to go out and have a walk and get some exercise in here, I won't notice perhaps the turning of the leaves on the trees, or I might not notice, oh my gosh, there's a flower there that's still blooming, even though, we've had a frost or something that normally they'd be closing up by now. But and then just taking the time to see the exquisiteness of nature and life around, and realizing that this is all part of life. And as I'm saying this, I'm thinking the phrase that you often refer to, Gloria, coming into your heart.
yeah. I had a very visceral experience of this that you're just speaking about just the other day. Last week, we had quite a bit of snow, and then it melted, and then it froze. And so then we had this big layer of ice everywhere. Well, that evening I went out to feed my herd of horses, and that's a time that I really relish. I loved getting to have the time with them. I actually love the smell of the hay and of the horses. But as I was walking out there with grain for one of my horses, it was really slippery, and thought I was paying attention. I like to think that when I go out there, I'm really present, so I get to engage with my horses. And what happened is I was walking around the corner, and so there's the edge of the barn wall. Walking around that wall, my feet slipped out from under me, and what caught me was my noggin.
Oh,
I whacked my head up against that wall, and
oh,
it stopped me cold. I did drop the grain; it didn't spill everywhere, thankfully, but I did not fall. And in that moment where I'm tipping before my head hit, there was this flash of terror, right? Or of horror of like, I'm going to fall and I'm going to
yeah.
land in a bunch of horse poop. And it's like, it didn't happen. But what did happen was the pain of stopping me cold. I picked up the grain, I went in, and I was really present with my horse. And I acknowledged what had happened. But there was something in that moment that was so powerful, because what I recognized is we do not know what's going to happen in the next moment. There's no guarantees about anything in this life other than this moment I have right here, right now. And when I can recognize how precious this moment is, so that moment with my horse was, it was so beautiful because the horse got it. I mean, my
Mm.
horses, they're always present. They're not worried about what they're going to do after this next thing, this next task. And I know for me, my life has changed so much since I've really stepped into this this process with life, with the divine circles, and with really recognizing when I take the time to define my reality and be really honest about what's right here, right now. And then to be very honest about my purpose. You know, what it is, what are my main goals? What am I choosing for my life? What does it mean? What's the impact that I desire to create for not just my life, but for life? And when I am actually aligning those, then I'm gonna, I don't know, it's pay more attention. I pay more
Mm,
attention with intention. And
yeah,
it's so easy in my humanness to just go in autopilot and not even know I am.
yeah. Just go into that robot mode of the patterns that we all have adopted and um, continue to play out. Yeah, absolutely. I had a interesting, even just this morning, I had decided, okay, I'm going to put my cell phone away and see how long I can not look at it and just get up in the morning and have a shower and enjoy, opening the curtains and just being present more to even what was happening in my world without getting pulled into the robot of getting to the emails, checking the texts, seeing what's going on, but being more present just to life. And then, of course, looking at choices. It really helped me this morning to really put that aside. And I'm going to try each morning just to see if I can do it a bit longer every day.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to hold, I love that example of recognizing what is my pattern and what would I like, what would I like different? Or would I like something different? Am I open to something different? And if there is something different, what might that look like? And I want to encourage all of our listeners that when they start to notice what their patterns are, to bring in care with that, to bring in
Mhm.
a gentle care, because when my patterns come up and I automatically am like, where am I driving? Or I slip on the ice another time because I'm not really present. I want to come back with compassionate understanding. I want to recognize it, but I don't want to make it wrong, because that's the biggest pattern we have in our culture, is that black and white thinking of right, wrong, good, bad. Um, and I want to invite our listeners to explore more of that field of Rumi, out beyond those thoughts, to really be in
Yes.
that place of connection with life. For me, the connecting with your heart, that's connecting with life, with that life force. And
Mhm.
that's the place where there's unconditional love for everyone. So, yeah.
Beautifully said, Gloria. And it's so wonderful to be on that journey with connecting with life, that beautiful heart and our beautiful lives. So it's been so wonderful to be here with you doing that.
Yeah,
So I guess maybe sign off for now and look forward to the next time we're together.
thanks, Gail.
Thanks.